Good morning. Welcome to Infinity Highway. Greetings from the general vicinity of Houston. We're over here in Baytown right now, Texas. About, I don't know, 10 miles east of Houston. Rough estimate, rough guess. And we are hauling about 44,000 pounds of Red Bull.
Take the exit on the left to I-10 West.
That we picked up yesterday afternoon. Back in well, it might have very well been still Baytown back there. We haven't gone too far since we picked up this load. So we'll just go ahead with Baytown. Yeah, 44,000 pounds. Red Bull in Baytown. And we are we're dragging it up to Denver, Colorado for about a 1,050-mile trip. That is scheduled for delivery in a couple days. Today being Saturday, November 5th, 2022. I just can't believe it. It's already that time of year. It sure is. Of course, down here in southern Texas, you wouldn't really know it's that time of year. It's still pretty damn nice out here. 7:48 currently in the AM. It's about 65 degrees outside, kind of a little slightly humid, a little less humid than it was last night, but still a little slightly humid. Can't get you any elevation right now because Sheila B is on the Fritz. What is the Fritz, anyways? Like, does anybody know what the Fritz is? Or when we say something is on the Fritz, like, where is the Fritz? If Sheila B is on the Fritz, it must be somewhere. I don't know where it is. Nobody knows, I don't think. I don't think anybody can answer where the Fritz is. Or what the Fritz is, even. But she's on it, so no elevation right now. And as I mentioned, we got about 1,000, excuse me, 1,036 mileage, 1,035. So yeah, we got Houston up here in the windshield, and about well, according to Sheila D, who hasn't jumped ship and gotten on the Fritz. Maybe that's what the Fritz is, like a vessel, like a cargo ship or something, you know, like a sailing, you know, like a ancient mariners sailing vessel, you know, like the Albatross, you know, was messing with the Fritz, and so now anytime when something is not working properly, it's on the fritz. I don't know. Yeah, so Sheila D, she's not on the fritz yet. She's telling me we got 18 miles up to the I-610, which is a bypass kind of around the northeast corner of Houston, and we'll hop on that for a few miles, and it's kind of a loop, and then make our way up to the I-45 and start heading northbound. That'll take us up towards Dallas, and we will not be going through Dallas, we'll be going through Fort Worth. And somewhere around there, we'll be hopping on the 287 highway and running that all the way up to the I-70 in Colorado. So we're gonna make our way up into the panhandle of Oklahoma. Before we make it to Colorado. And then, yeah, once we get in Colorado up to the I-70, we'll take that westbound for about 50 miles, make our way into Denver. And our delivery, I think, is for Monday. I do not believe that the receiver is open on the weekend, so we will be arriving sometime Sunday afternoon and hanging out, yeah, in the Denver area. Exciting, I know, it's amazing. Yeah, we love Denver, and I'm being sarcastic. Neither Max nor I really dig going to Denver. We're not thrilled about it. Too many goat heads, too many thorns to get stuck in our feet and stuff. Denver. I'm not knocking anybody from Denver. Like I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying like that's as a truck driver, I just don't really like going to Denver. It's just nothing very thrilling about the drive from getting into Denver at all, unless you're coming from the I-70 out of the Rockies. Then it's great. Then I like going to Denver, but from any other direction, I just don't. But we can't escape it. There's nothing you can do. I mean, Denver's just it's a major shipping hub, not hug. It's not a big shipping hub. See, I'm on the fritz. It is a shipping hub. Lots of freight going in, quite a bit of freight coming out. As a matter of fact, it was a load out of Denver that brought us over here to the east of Houston. I guess we actually picked up a load of beer. We were there the other day, and picked up a load of beer and brought that out to Beaumont. About 70 miles to on our back door, over our shoulder, off the I-10. Delivered that a couple days ago, and Jesus Christ, it wasn't even a couple days ago. I think we delivered it yesterday. Yeah, it was. It was yesterday morning we delivered it. And that was a load that we picked up out of Golden. And yeah, so now we're running the Red Bull to Denver. It's, we're just kind of, we're bringing all the beer down to the folks down in the Houston area, so they can get good and ripped, so they can get loaded, and then go make a bunch of Red Bull and then ship that out to Denver, so that everybody in Denver can get good and hyper, right? get their energy, their sugar, and their caffeine fix, and whatever else is in that shit, and make the beer to ship back down to Houston. So it's an exchange kind of thing. It's a quid pro quo, I guess. And ultimately, it all goes right in the toilet. I mean, imagine that. I mean, look at all the money, spent, just so we can clear our bladders more efficiently or something. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's kind of just, that's inappropriate. It's a kid show here. Yeah, well, hopefully we make it through Houston area kind of unscathed here. I opted to do this morning because last night we got loaded. I think by the time we got out of there it was like 6:15, 6:30 or something in the evening, and looking at the we had plenty of time to do this last night. We actually still had, I don't know, 8 or 9 hours on the clocks. So, shit, I don't want to go through Houston on a Friday evening at any time. So we just camped out back there at the it's like a True Value truck stop. And yeah, so hopefully Saturday morning won't be so rush hour-ish. I'm hoping. We shall see. So we'll see you in about 10 miles.
In 1 mile, take exit 775A on the right to I-610 North.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, here we are, greater Houston area. See, I don't know if you can see, but I got some skyscrapers up there, kind of in the left side of the screen a little bit. But we are not going to get very close to them. Like I said, we're taking the bypass. We don't really want to go through downtown Houston. Not so much.
Be in either of the two right lanes.
That's
Then
right.
take the exit to I-610 North.
You bet your ass. Chillity.
In 1/4 mile, keep right to I-610 North. Be in either of the two right lanes. On I-610.
So yeah, before I forget, listen, make sure you like the video. Just give it a thumbs up. I don't care if you don't like it at all. Even if you hate it, just throw a like, throw a thumbs up on it. Once again, if you watch the whole thing and you were just like, man, this really sucks, but you watched the whole thing, just throw a like on it. Just, you know, it's not gonna hurt you. You know, it's not gonna, like, that thumbs up isn't gonna come back and work its way up your rear at any time in the future just because you like the damn thing. You know, it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna hurt your pride or nothing. Yeah, just throw a like on the video. That way, other people who may very well enjoy it, you know, they get an opportunity, a better odds of seeing it out there. You know, if you really liked it, then you know, subscribe. Just go ahead and do that. You know, I'm not making any money on these things as of yet, and you know, I'm not really anticipating that I ever will. But you know, I mean, it's definitely not going to happen if you don't hit the like button. You know, and who can't use a couple extra bucks? You know, right now, right? We don't get paid as company drivers. We don't get paid that great to do this shit. You know, away from home for 3-4 weeks at a time. We don't get paid that great. So, you know, anything extra always helps. Just think of it as kind of like a tip. You know, somebody makes you a Subway and, you know, sandwich, or, you know, maybe you don't tip at Subway. I typically try to do that. I typically try to tip anybody who does something along those lines for me, you know, even if they didn't do that great a job, you know. But yeah, it's you know, it's like you're at a, you know, you go to a restaurant, you get some dinner, throw them $5 or $10 or something like that, you know. Just almost out of obligation. Just think of it like that. Just like throw me a tip. You know, just throw a tip out there. You know, a thumbs up tip, and I will appreciate it. And as always, you know, feel free to comment, whether it be positive or negative criticism in any event. You know, I will receive. Take all comments into consideration if it has anything to do with the videos, of course. Out of this here lane, huh? Yeah, I guess we do. Yeah, Saturday morning, man, we are kicking ass through here. I'll tell you what, man, it's a amazing thing. Far better than it would have been last night. That's for damn sure. Oh boy. Oh, come on, little pickup. Oh, great. Everybody's jumping over here. Crap. Killing me. well, whatever.
Right lanes, then take the exit to I-45 North. On I-45.
I don't know why this little RAV4 just did that to me. I got in this lane to get around you, RAV4, and the RAV4 was like, no. It's so, tapping the brakes on me now. Hey, you gotta love it, man. I don't know.
Increase following distance.
Come on, RAV4, I didn't really want you in front of me. That was the whole point. It says, I don't want to be behind you though either. That's basically what he's saying. You jerk. Because it's speeding up now. That's pretty funny. Fucking dude. Fuck you, dude. Damn, man. Fucking asshole. that guy was doing, that RAV4, he was like literally trying to lane block me. He got in front of me and was doing less than I wanted to be doing. You know, tapped his brakes in front of me as soon as I got over to get around him. And then I go to pass him on the right, and he starts speeding up, and he's like lane blocking me. So I speed up more to get in front of him, and he starts lane, and he continues to speed up. I'm just going, dude, what are you freaking doing? He's on the fritz. It's just one of those things, you know, one of those little weird things we have to go through, that we have to deal with sometimes, man. Try not to get my feathers ruffled. I really do. I try not to, but boy, that was pretty damn intentional what that guy was doing. Oh no, it's pretty easy going drive. It's just traffic is beginning to wake up out here. Yep. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Boy, we've already done almost a whole half-hour segment here, so I'm gonna let you go. We will see somewhere between here and well, between here and Denver, I'd imagine, as long as I don't forget. So, see y'all in a bit. Like the video. All right, short time no talk. Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and we're still running the I-45 northbound here, passing mile marker 110, and we're gonna say hi to Sam Houston here real quick, the great grandfather of the late great Whitney Houston. I don't know. You never know, right? I mean, it's the same last name. I kind of don't think that's the case, though. I think some of these big name musicians, things like that, kind of make a stage name and use the city that they live in or something like that as their last name. But yeah, we got Sam Houston coming up right here, and he's just hanging out with a cane and looking off to the west. See him standing there? That big old dude with the cane. Oh, there he is. Hey Sam, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, just hanging out there showing off his package. Ball-headed son of a bitch. It said like 1793 to 1863 or something like that. I don't know. I'm surprised Sam Houston hasn't been canceled yet, honestly. I'm surprised nobody's gone up there and chopped his head off. I mean, that seems to be the way things seems to be the thing to do nowadays. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know anything about Sam Houston. no knowledge of his history or anything like that. But anyways, there he was. Yeah. Tall guy, I guess. Yeah. He was a giant. Looked like he was about 25, 30, maybe 40 foot tall. Try 25. Yeah, fine day for a drive so far. Very nice day for a drive. We got 134 miles to go to get up to northbound Highway 287 in Waxahachie. That is W-A-X-A-H-A-C-H-I-E, Waxahachie. Or you could just try, just like be like Waxahachie. I don't know. Waxahachie. Sounds about right to me. Kind of cool outside, 57 degrees. And yeah, we haven't even made it that far northbound yet, but yeah, it's definitely not the temperature that it was down in Houston, that's for sure. So it's an amazing thing. If you happen to watch one of my last videos, I was complaining about the fact that this truck was shimmying and shaking to no end. It was like madness. It was just a constant shake, constant shudder, constant shimmy, and that started occurring when I picked up this particular trailer, 9114, after hauling 9116 around for the last few months. And I've kind of noticed that this trailer will cause some shaking, some vibration and stuff. I've kind of noticed it in the past, but when I picked it up this time, it was really significant. So anyhow, I didn't bother mentioning it to the boss because, you know, what's he gonna do or say about it? And well, anyway, so we made our delivery yesterday back there in Beaumont, and I needed to get some fuel, so I went down to the nearest Petro, which was about 5.5 miles away from my delivery. And pulled in over there, and you know, was kind of just hanging out waiting for our next load dispatch. And you know, whenever you're doing something like that, it's a good idea to go, you know, check the truck over and see if anything needs to be done, so you can use that kind of that dead time to get anything repaired, like a tire, for instance, right? So I go around, I'm thumping the tires, and we've had some tire troubles on this run. quite a bit. But in this particular case, I go walk around and I'm thumping the tires on the truck and trailer, and on the trailer, on the rear tandem axle, on the driver's side, on the inner tire, I thumped it and it was fine pressure-wise, but visual inspection, the tire had a lot of really uneven wear on it, and it was essentially a brand new tire. Like, it had like a ton of tread on about 3/4 of it the way around, but on about 1/4 of it, it had super uneven wear, big divots, and the inside of the tread was really worn out to the extent that there was actually steel showing through, and which is not a good thing. I mean, you can keep running a tire, until the point when you got steel showing through and stuff. And so I sent pictures off to the boss. He said, okay, go ahead, swap it out for one of our spares. And the two spares I had to select from, one of them was a steer tire that we had to have replaced the other day, and we got I got a big rivet stuck in the tread in it and punctured through. And with steer tires, the DOT does not allow repairs on steer tires to be reused as steer tires. You can repair it and reuse it as a trailer tire if you want, but you can't put it on a steer again, because that's the only tires that you got supporting all that weight, right? So if you lose a steer tire at 75 miles an hour, you got, it's a pretty big problem. It's going to be a mess. So that's the tire we had them put on it. And long story short, we don't have a shimmy anymore. It's amazing. We have a slight shimmy, but that's kind of always there. But as it stands right now, that was the cause of all the shaking going on. It must have been, because we're driving along about 75 right now, and it's nowhere near what it had been for the last week or two since I picked up this trailer. So that's nice. That's really nice. Unfortunately, I guess there's something going on back there with that axle that is going to need to get dealt with, because the boss said that according to his records, that particular tire on that particular axle has been getting all that uneven tread wear consistently. He's been having to replace tires on it consistently, so he's going to have to get that dealt with at some point. Anyways, I'm going to let you go. We'll talk to y'all later. And off we go. Good morning. Welcome to TA or Petro, Amarillo, Texas. It's Sunday, November 6th, about 8 a.m. I don't know, did we set the clocks back last night or something? Was that this weekend? I think it was. Is. which means it's a little bit later than I think it is. Yep. Yeah, as far as yesterday is concerned, it's 9 a.m. My plan this morning was not to start off at 8 a.m. It sure wasn't. But that's what's happening. Come on, light. So it's boy, it's getting chilly out. It's 52 degrees here in Amarillo.
Continue on Texas 335 loop.
Elevation about 3,600 feet. And we got 418 miles left to go up to Denver. Take us about 7 hours, 8 hours, something like that, when all said and done. Tell you, yeah, my plan was actually to get rolling at about 5 a.m. this morning. Sure wish I had followed up on that, but I got up at 4, had my alarm set for 4:30, and got up, and my man, it sure is dark out there. You know, it's like, it's pretty dark out there. It's pretty cold out there. I fired up the truck and went and kind of laid my head back down in the bunk, you know, waiting for the truck to warm up. I mean, obviously, I mean, in the 50s, it's not super, super cold, but waiting for the truck to, you know, warm up a little bit. Kind of fell back to sleep. Didn't wake up again until about 7. Oops. Yeah, so be it. No big deal. We're not on a rush on this load. It doesn't deliver until tomorrow morning, I think. I think it's tomorrow morning around 10. Let me double check just so I know what I'm talking about here. concerns with making it to the delivery on time. I mean, it's basically whether we hang out for a couple extra hours in Amarillo before we get going, or we get there sooner and hang out in Denver for even longer. In any event, we're going to be sitting around someplace, so kind of split the difference a little bit. ETA into Denver is for about, it'll probably be about 2:30 to 3 p.m. And so obviously we're going to have some time to just sit there and twiddle our thumbs before 9 a.m. tomorrow comes. Yeah, no big deal. The only reason why I would have preferred to have gotten up earlier and left this morning at 5 a.m. was because as we make our way up the 287, we're actually on the 335 loop around Amarillo right now. In the past, I've always gone through downtown Amarillo, you know, kind of unawares that there was, you know, many other good routes to go around. And the trip that we took out of Denver down to Houston a few days ago, I took this loop around, and it's a fast loop, no traffic, and so I'll never go through downtown Amarillo again if I can avoid it. I don't have to, unless I'm on the 40 going east to west. But even then, you don't go through downtown Amarillo. And this one, you go through downtown Amarillo, or the other way, the 287. So yeah, this loop works out. So we're gonna make our way over to the 287 here in about 4.5 miles. Start heading north again, and so yeah, so the 287. Once you get out of Texas and you get into Oklahoma, it turns into 2-lane highway, and it becomes a 65 mile an hour zone all the way up to the I-70 in Denver. And the problem is it should be a 70 mile an hour zone. So you end up getting a lot of drivers out there who are just sticking their cruise control at 65, you know, which means every time they go up a little hill, they're dropping down to 62, you know, 60 because they're heavy. And, you know, you're just out there in the middle of nowhere. So you pretty well get away with 70 plus and not have to worry about a trooper bothering you too much, as long as you're not doing 70 or as long as you're not doing like 80, they're not going to really mess with you. Knock on plastic. So that's what a lot of us like to do, and then we get stuck behind these slower moving vehicles that'll stick it at 65. Max, shush, I'm talking. Hey. They'll stick it at 65 until they get into a passing lane, and then they'll put their foot down on the pedal and make it difficult for you to pass them. So it can be a little stressful, and it's a long stretch. It's like at least 200 mile stretch, probably more, probably like 300. Yeah, it would have been nice to meet as many of the slower drivers along that stretch as possible, but oh well, no big deal. Again, we're not in that big of a hurry. I'm not gonna sweat it. It's just I like to
3/4 of a mile. Turn right on Dumas Drive, then exit left.
Yep, okay, anyways, I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna turn right here at the next light. And yeah, as I said, let's start heading north. So we will see you somewhere along the way. Alright, here we go. Welcome to the greater Denver area.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on Ensenada Street.
We're kind of over here, just like kind of the Denver airport area. We're gonna try and flip a U here if we got time. I don't know if we got time for it. Nope, we sure don't. Damn it, traffic's coming. Let's see, what is today? Today's Monday, November 7th. Time is 7:47 in the a.m. It is cold out in the 40s.
Turn left on Ensenada Street, then take the second left.
We're going to try and flip a U right here. Ah, jeez. Well, everybody's leaving out of their freaking parking lot right now. We're going to be waiting here for a minute, it looks like. Crap. We're just going to need to kind of hog on this one, I think. Thank you for your patience. Max, watch out. Move. Max, get down. Get down, get down. Up. Alright, go ahead, bud. You can get back up there. You're fine.
In 1/4 mile, turn right on Tower Road. Turn right at the traffic light.
So we're about 3.5 miles away from the receiver, which is Red Bull Distribution Center. Great. The truck wants to go into a region right now.
In 2.5
That's amazing.
miles, turn left on East 61st Avenue.
Christ. I am blowing a whole bunch of freaking smoke out the back right now. Great. I hope that's not the sign of something. That's just a regen thing, I think. Holy shit, man. If you can see all the smoke coming out the back of this truck. Jesus Christ. Sorry, it's just kind of a frantic beginning to our morning here. Oh yeah, anyways, whatever. Yeah, like I said, it's cold out, 42 degrees. Elevation is about a mile high up here in Denver, of course. And yeah, we got into the area yesterday about, it was pretty early. It's still daylight out, 3 o'clock or something like that, 3 p.m. And yeah, we went and hung out there, kind of one of my preferred camping grounds when I come into Denver. Typically don't like to try and hang out at the truck stops in Denver, just because they're usually extremely busy, and I just don't like the all the stress vibes that go along with all that. So yeah, whenever this truck, you know, whenever it decides to go in regen when I'm driving, like, I don't know why it waits until I go to start driving. Like, it could do a regen while we're parked, you know, it's kind of an automatic thing. It doesn't just on its own. I have a button that I can press that'll kind of, it'll put it into like a full regen, and a full regen typically takes about 45 minutes to complete. When it kind of does an automatic one on its own, it usually takes like 10 to 15 minutes, and then it'll pop out. And you know, I mean, sometimes, occasionally, it'll actually do it while I'm still parked, you know. But 9 times out of 10, it seems like it prefers to wait till I start driving to do it. And what happens is when one of these trucks does a regen, meaning that's short for regeneration, right? And what we're talking about is the diesel exhaust filter. You know, over however many, you know, hundreds or thousands of miles, you know, that the filter gets clogged up with diesel exhaust. And
in 1/2 mile, turn left on East 61st Avenue.
And to regenerate it, basically the truck needs to go into a higher RPM and superheat the exhaust. And when it superheats the exhaust like that, it burns up all that soot that's inside that filter and therefore regenerates it. So it's called regen. So it'll do it sometimes while I'm trying to drive, you know, and it'll wait. Like, it's like it could have done it while we were parked, you know, but it doesn't. And then I go to start driving and it wants to go into a regen, and now I'm like, okay, well, I need to get going. I can't just sit and wait for it to do a regen. You know, we were sitting and waiting anyhow. And so when it does that, because it goes into this higher RPM, it makes it really difficult to drive.
Turn left on East 61st Avenue.
And it makes it really difficult to shift. Because when you shift these trucks, it's all based on road speed and RPMs of the motor. And if you can't, then, and so it's like you can't, like if you need to downshift, you can't rev the motor properly like you normally do. You gotta like super rev it, like a few times. You gotta lay your foot into it. And yeah, upshifting isn't a whole heck of a lot easier in itself, so. Upshifting is definitely easier than downshifting.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on the road.
Not only a pain in the ass, but it makes it almost kind of unsafe, you know? Be real about it. Kind of, it's a really crappy design that they put in these Cummins. I don't know if they're all like that, but this one sure is. This one's just a, this truck, it's a lemon, and it's been a lemon ever since we got it, you know, and I'm sure since before we got it, but this truck's, yeah, the boss bought this truck from an auction, sight unseen. He bought it online, and he didn't even go look at it, or nothing. It's out at Houston, Texas. And immediately went to go pick it up. He flew out to Houston and went to go pick it up, and immediately noticed that there was a major problem and had to have the engine rebuilt first thing.
Turn right onto the road.
No outlet, it says. Oh, Jesus Christ. Have we gone to the wrong place? Have we gone in the wrong way or something here? sure it's this building at 6144. So we're in the right spot.
Arriving at the road on the left.
Not sure what that dude is doing, but we're gonna park right here on this curb. Looks like he's trying to park over there or something. First I thought he was going to back in from the street. Oh boy. I gotta go find out what's going on here. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so yeah, we're on the wrong side of the joint here. Go up here to this stop sign, turn right, and then make another right. Yeah, see how that little driveway that they had set up right there sure wasn't big enough. Salida. This is the one we want. Truck entrance. Okay, be back. Okay, what should we do? Wait, hey, I said wait. All right, come on. All right, here we go. That's better, a little bit of grass, no thorns. That's amazing, huh, dog? All right, anyhow, so we're checked in and all that. That truck that's over there in the dock right now. The security, he was trying to blindside back in, and the security woman came out and started yelling at him, and then he started arguing with her, and it turned into a big old deal on him. She kind of overreacted on him, and she was like, I guess she was calling her superiors and telling him she wanted the truck off the property and all this stuff. But he finally got his truck in there, and so anyhow, that was kind of an interesting situation. But we're next in line. Basically, when he pulls out, we're gonna go dock, and then the truck that's there behind me, they only got one guy unloading trucks today, so but that doesn't affect us. That's just, you know, that's just the order of how we all arrived. So but yeah, that's the truck that was backing up when we came pulling up, and when to start parking over there. And yeah, he was having a tough time there, and security was just freaking out on him. But anyway, so we're just gonna wait on his truck to get unloaded, and then we'll go dock, as I said, and that'll be it for us on this one. And from here, I believe we will be running westbound on back to California, I guess, by way of who knows what. Maybe by way of Salt Lake City, and we might have to go up to Oregon or go up to Washington or something like that. Or we might be able to go straight into California. You never know. But as it stands for this one, it's a wrap. So that's it. Hope you all are doing well. Thanks for watching Infinity Highway. Max and I will see you all somewhere down the road. All right, take care.